excuses. Give full credit to Tony, but I got hit with a low shot, and with the sauna and with so much of the weight loss, and then getting hit low right there, I was done. I was at. It wasn't the best version of me by any means, but you saw in the first 2 rounds. But I was able to hit him and touch him, and once he landed the shot, he was able to take advantage and get those quick knockdowns right after the low blow, and he did what he had to do. So full credit to him for that. But he's got a different challenge in front of him on Saturday night, and I think it's going to be very interesting to see what happens when he's facing a real heavyweight.
I mean, you've been in there with him. Obviously, you sparred David Haye as well. What's the power like between them? Who bangs the hardest? Who's got the biggest power?
It's no comparison, and it's just no comparison. And I don't want to go too much into it, but it's just you'll see on Saturday night that Tony needs a couple fights at heavyweight to make this competitive. But I respect the fact that he's trying to go in there and face a big challenge and get a big payday. I respect that, but it's just too much too soon, and I think he needs to his team should have sat him down and said, listen, if we really want to have a chance to win this fight, we need to get you a couple more fights before we take a fight like David Haye.
Right, okay. So obviously Tony Bellew's renowned for kicking off at ringside, yeah? And it was really animated at ringside. What was your thoughts of that after? Because obviously you just fought him and you said, what's going on here? What was your thoughts?
I mean, he's a great salesman, and I think it was a great way to promote the fight. And I got to give him credit for immediately attacking David ringside right after our fight, because it created all this and all this buzz and all this hype. So, obviously he knows what he's doing. He's a good talker. He knows how to, generate a buzz. And, he's a good fighter, too. So you got to give him credit for that. But, he's a great talker. And with David and Tony both talking at the same time and going back and forth in the press conference, it just makes for probably one of the most entertaining weeks of media that a boxing fan could ever ask for. So it's good.
I take it that you watched the press conference the other day, right? What did you think of that?
I'm just dying laughing when I'm watching it the whole time. Now they go back and forth. And I got to admit, even though I'm rooting for David, some of the stuff Tony says, I'm still laughing about. It's just funny. So and some of it's true and some of it's not true, but it's still funny.
It's like you took a page out of Conor McGregor's book, didn't you?
Oh, it's so funny, man. Both guys are quick-witted and sharp, and David says some hilarious stuff about Tony, and Tony says some good stuff back to him. So it's funny. It really is.
It's how sells the fight. A lot of people don't like that sort of thing, but do you think it's good for boxing, though?
I mean, it's each guy's personality, so you can't say whether it's good or bad. That's how they are, Klitschko and Joshua aren't like that. David and Tony are, so you can't say it's good or bad. I mean, whatever brings the best out of each of them, then that's what it is. So we just got to go with it.
Moving on to Klitschko versus AJ. A massive fight for AJ. A lot of people say it's too soon. Other people are saying that obviously he's catching Klitschko at the right time. What do you think?
I think we're going to find out on Saturday. I'm not sure, because beating Charles Martin, beating Dominic Brazil, those are very good wins, but it's such a different category than Klitschko. And Klitschko has proven himself. And just because Tyson Fury beat Klitschko doesn't mean Anthony Joshua's going to beat him. Tyson Fury was on that night. He was up for Klitschko, and he got in Klitschko's head, and that allowed him to pull off an amazing upset. Nobody thought Fury was going to win that fight. So you got to give credit to Fury for being able to go in there and beat Klitschko like he did. But that has nothing to do with Anthony Joshua. So I think it's a 50-50 fight. I really do.
That's okay, cool. And finally, this weekend, another big fight. Obviously, Garcia.
Thurman and Garcia.
Yeah, man. Big fight.
Yeah.
How do you see that one going? Because you know what? Some people say it's 50-50. Some people got Garcia. Some people got, Thurman. What do you think?
I call it 80-20, I do. And I think Danny's a very good fighter for Thurman. I just think that he's been at 147 longer. He's fought the better opposition. Danny struggled a couple times with some guys. And I think the style of Thurman is going to give Danny a lot of problems. He's got a very big left hook. He's very tough. He's very game. But I think the boxing ability of Thurman and the power of Thurman is going to be the difference maker. So I think it could end in a late round knockout for Thurman.